Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Hello there. Revelio.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Revelio. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio. Revelio.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Wizardkind will submit to us once the war is over. The area's still clear.
Revelio. 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 Everything's all right now. Revelio. Do cooperate, won't you? Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Crucible. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombardo. At least now we know we're not alone here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will just set free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo. Crucio. Bombarda. Stupid one. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Finder. Accio.
We've read the world.
Revelio.
I shall sleep better tonight.
Tracy. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Fringo. Defender. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio. Revelio. There's something here by the altar. Confringo. Accio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What did you find?
Wingardium Leviosa. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Revelio. Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Accio. Revelio. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Accio. Glacis. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revel. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through. You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Area. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Imperial. Bombarda.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary describes.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Crucio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
We've read the world of
Revelio.
Spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely
Revelio.
done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Confringo. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian, the relic! Look! Could it be?
Revelio.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. but we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we...
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Revelio.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him
Revelio.
over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Revelio.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
Not quite. Easily diverted. Your spells glance off of me. Confringo! Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Reparo. Revelio.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What in Merlin's name were you doing in the restricted section? What did you think you'd find there? Answers to your exams? If I discover even a trace of dark magic, I'll take you straight out of school, and that is a promise.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send out?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't... She was carefully organizing her prized possessions. A box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could...
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. Ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Revelio. For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays.
Revelio.
At least until we've done what we came to do.
Confringo.
I wonder how many they brought to capture.
Revelio.
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Reparo.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance... Probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio. Hogsmeade, here I come.
thinks you should... Of all the potions you've brewed.
What are you up to now?
Toadstool tales always made me wretched.
You're back! Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I wonder what Merlin would think of the wizard.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
She didn't send me an owl this week.
What did you... Huh?
Here we are. I do think this is where...
That's... Well...
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. And her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Bombarder! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Reparo!
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like
Revelio.
sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Grapple.
Or just raring for a fight.
Revelio!
Quiet, what was that?
Wait here! I'll run ahead!
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe. Revelio.
Watch out! It's her doing it. She'll never know. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath. I think we're close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant. Confringo!
We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here?
Reparo.
If we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left...
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which the important thing is that we survived. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never...
I was hoping to look around for a moment.
I suppose we could. I'm ready whenever you are.
Revelio. I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No.
I am. After our dragon rescue...
Understandable. We did
True. True. So why haven't they come after us?
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need... How could I have been so blind?
I could use some gold.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio.
is looking at us.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this.
Accio.
Seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
I've never seen a sword like it. Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here. Hello? Someone's Expelliarmus.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Revelio.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic? They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day.
Clever.
Straight to fight. Such out. I won't rest. Revelio.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms.
Totalis.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Someone not quiet enough. I know you're here somewhere.
Crucible.
You won't stop me.
Incendio.
Get away with it.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Who is it?
Petrificus totalis.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Arnold. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Repulsor. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Leviosa. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa. Yes, of course. Crisis. Defender. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Logcock what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. Revelio.
Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Aloha Mora. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Revelio. They're building enormous drills. We found their plans.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rook...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little bit.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and...
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the... She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost...
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right.
I should have known. And now another...
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching... One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be...
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers in?
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that... We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protect...
Sounds as if we need to go and talk...
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
Seems a pleasant enough little...
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
I could fall dead asleep on my...
Hello? What's that? An intruder!
I won't rest. That was meant for me.
I shall avenge your death.
Glacius. Incendio. Defender. Confringo.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. You will regret coming. I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Expelliarmus.
Works for Gringotts.
Glacius. Incendio. Defender. Imperio.
I will make you.
Bombard. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Get us,
Bombard. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio.
I'm famished.
Petrificus totalis.
All.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Confringo. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
You ought to come back. Took you for a stroll the other day. How nice of you to stop by.
I won't rest. Rubber up way, this way. I won't rest until Expelliarmus dead.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Revelio. Confringo.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio.
Confringo!
Must be something around here that can help.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Confringo!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Confringo!
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos. Confringo! Bombard! Expelliarmus!
Crucible.
Confringo! Sender! Bombarda!
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Quietly now.
Someone's here. You hungry? See that?
Bombarder. Retreat.
Stop it!
not finished yet.
Let's get this over with. There.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Fender. Crucio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda.
So you cleared the room. I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
But we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio.
Symbol above the cavern door. Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Incendio.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Confringo.
These runes must be connected somehow. Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
A journal entry by Isadora. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
Revelio.
something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it.
Revelio.
Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know some...
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Hogwarts survived the rain.
The sheer nerve taking them down.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said that those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, we've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Eve. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck.
Is it really that
important? Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to charms. We can't simply fiddle with history.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking...
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard...
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells... breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour.
If only 2 bells are left.
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry it. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as...
Perhaps I could help.
Really? Oh, that would be one. You're certainly of more help.
Hello. Are you here for something?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Didn't I say I adore competition? Hard luck.
Absolutely. Don't...
That's the spirit. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Billywig, I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned. Nice technique. You almost beat me there, but I almost beat you too. Hard luck.
Absolutely.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Sting me with a billywig, I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Nice technique. Accio! Precisely as planned. Well, you are good. I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost.
I play by intuition.
That's been my strategy. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason. Should we expect you to grace us with a turn sometime today?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound...
You'd like me to report back with even more.
You know me well. I feel Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's Lot and Ashwine. However, if you're flying high above them...
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be... Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Revelio. Glacius. Revelio. Incendio. Glacius.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can slip away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will advise
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Confringo. Expedients. Petrificus totalis.
What was that? Ready to fight? I know I heard something that time. Hello?
Petrificus totalis.
Little moon calf.
It's You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
Revelio.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I